Hello, we are Group W109. We have decided to work on the Knaresborough to Braham, and this is our presentation that discusses the stakeholders involved. This slide shows the power interest grid. Here you can see the stakeholders that have high power but low interest, such as the government, and those that have high interest and low power, such as the residents. It also shows those in between that have medium or various levels of power and interest. The stakeholders alliance diagram is used to show those who have power, legitimacy or urgency. As you can see from the diagram, we have plotted the main stakeholders on for each category. The project board consists of those who are at management level, which will be the project manager, executive manager and managing directors of the companies involved. Communication will be very important with the project board, as they will be the ones communicating with the other key members involved in the task. Ideally, regular board meetings will be carried out on a periodic basis, and RAG, red, amber, green, status reporting, will be used, which is traffic light system rating system, which will help to report how well the project is performing and how we can help to indicate any risks in the project or tasks. The project board will want to know specific things as the project is being carried out. They will want to know important updates, whether it is just minor news, they still will want to know. Key dates approaching, any problems that they may possibly face in the future or recent, any risks they may face. They will want to be pre-warned about these risks, delays, and petitions or protests, as these can have an effect on the project. We need the project board to manage and plan everything correctly and for them to make sure that they have backup plans in place to avoid any risks. We also need them to communicate well with everyone involved in the project to prevent mistakes being made. The project team involves anyone who makes the project happen, which involves the employees including lorry drivers who will move the pylons and transport new materials, suppliers, providers who will be providing the new equipment, and riggers. The project team need to be kept informed at all times, as those are the ones that are carrying out the work. However, they have very little power. Communication should be done through emails where possible, as it is the simplest method. Meetings will be held when necessary, as it provides the team an option to get answers to their questions, and if this is not a suitable option, a web conference may also be an idea. Written reports can be emailed to those within the team to provide them with updates. The project team will want to know what dates they have to start working and when they will end. This includes the length of the project and the deadlines in which they have to complete their work by. They will want to know who else is involved and who they will be working alongside, as well as any key objectives. We will need them to abide by health and safety measures at all times and communicate well with other colleagues, as well as reporting any problems they may face to their team leaders or managers. The government are dormant stakeholders. They have power but no urgency. Communication with them will be best in writing, however, email is the easiest method to track. We need the government to be brought on board the task while we update the national grid's energy infrastructure, which is essential to meet the increasing demand for electricity. It will be safer than the old pylons and holds lower risk of the towns being out of power. The government will want to know why the project is being carried out, what the benefits are, the problems that may be faced. They will also want to know any costs that they may have to pay for, any inconveniences and disruptions, or any petitions or protests. We need the government to back the project and give it the go-ahead, as it will not be happening without their consent. The shareholders are typically the investors of the project. It is likely that some of the local community will oppose the project, as the project is over 23 kilometres and is bound to affect a number of different households. Communication with shareholders may need to be high if the local community opposes projects, as they need to know what is happening with the money they have invested. Communication will be through the website, as the investor relations section might be suitable. Press releases will also be available on the website. Shareholders will want to know where their money they have invested is going to be spent. They will want to be constantly updated on any problems or delays the project is facing. They will want to know the purpose and milestones of the project, and if the local community is in favour or against the project. We need them to continue to hold shares within the project and invest further. We also want them to have confidence in the project. The local community should be made aware of project first, as communication should be high despite them having little power. Communication will be through letters, and everyone needs to be told the same information. Press release in the newspaper may also need to be considered. The local community will want to know updates, timescales, and any inconveniences and the impact on house prices that the project may cause. We need them to back the project, be aware of any possible disturbances, and realise that the project will be beneficial to them. The general public will be communicated with through announcements on the National Grid website. There will be press releases in newspapers, broadcast on radio stations and TV if necessary. They have low power and urgency, but information will be available to them in case they want to know what is happening, as they may face delays and disturbances.